We don't force anything upon anybody, and I think that's something I learned from Tony as far as like what we want to be is we would want people to want to be part of us. I don't have any requirements as to like demand as to what anybody is within what we do as a team or what I do as a coach. If they want to be here, we want them to be here. If you don't want to be here, then you shouldn't be here. And that's something that we stress within our parent conversations, our teachings, our meetings, is that we would never want someone to be in a place that they weren't unhappy to be. If whatever it is that I do and whatever it is that I present or how I coach or whatnot isn't for your liking, then there's plenty of teams for them to go find that. So if anything, it would be to find a place where their child feels they're in a good situation, comfortable situation, and they have the ability to learn and get better. One of the things I told the 10U parents last night at a workout that we had was for them to basically ask their kids 2 questions after a practice. Number 1 is, are they hungry? Because every kid's going to be hungry. And number 2, are they happy? Because ultimately, as a father or as a parent, genuinely knowing that your child is happy in the environment that they are in is going to be something that you're going to want for them. So if they're unhappy, we need to find out why that is, right? So is it unhappy within the environment? Is it unhappy within how they're playing? There can be different elements to that, but at the same time, those are really the basics of what the situation should be. And then obviously seeing what maybe that past has done. We talk to our players. The easiest way to predict future behavior is knowing past behavior. So if you've done something in the past, you're more likely to have done it in the future. Same thing with any organization, with any coaching brand, is looking at their past successes or failures or both, which all of us probably have, and kind of getting an idea of what that may be from either former players, former families, and their experiences of things. Because again, past typically is a good predictor for what is future. So we would like to think that the things that we've done in the past like to lend to people wanting to be part of what we do, and again, hopefully what we show you once you're here and part of it is something that you're proud to be part of. Ultimately, everything that we do is within design of our team. So there's things that even as I present it to our families is like the decisions I make aren't always in the best interest of me. They're not always in the best interest of an individual family, but they're in the best interest of our collective unit, our team. So whether it is where we're going to compete, all those things have to be done in a collective mindset, because that's what we are. We're a team. And the player, the same thing. Any coach, and I mean, Gino Auriemma has some things out there that are just unbelievable to listen to, and his success is, unparalleled in really any sport right now. And his demand of what his recruitment style is exactly what any and all coaches within any industry should be looking to do. Because ultimately, it's about what is Connecticut and not what is about any said individual. And I would like to think, obviously we're in a little bit of a different thing here, but not necessarily a lot different, that we want the same sort of mindset, that we want girls that are going to be part of Firecrackers and that are going to work for the Firecracker brand and name, whether it's through performance or through community service, through academics. Everything they do is a good representation of Firecrackers, the softball program. Those are the kind of kids you want. Those are the kind of kids you want, not just the ones that are only happy if they're getting the attention of whether it be the playing time or I'm batting 3rd and playing shortstop or any of those type of things. Those kids, typically in our program aren't going to last real long, or their families will last real long, because ultimately, again, the success of this program has been based upon the collectiveness and the group and the culture more than any individual player. Any individual player. Not one player is more than what we are collectively.